Hello, fourth grade. I hope everyone is doing well. Let's get into this week's lesson. This week in Code.org, we will work with conditionals, lesson 3 and lesson 4. Just as a quick review, please remember to sign in. On the top, you sign in, then you click continue with Google. You put your NYC Students account in there. Make sure you put in the @nycstudents.net. That will bring you to TeachHub, and then from there you could log in. And that way I can see your progress. So let's look at number 3, conditionals. First thing I want to bring up is a conditional is a computer statement that only runs under certain conditions. So for instance, a conditional could be in your regular life, if the phone rings, pick it up, right? So the condition is the phone rings. If the phone rings, then you pick it up. Okay, I could say, if it's sunny out, bring sunglasses, right? So usually conditionals have an if-then. If it's sunny, then you're going to bring your sunglasses. If it rains, bring an umbrella. So conditionals have a condition, and it's usually has an if-then, right? So if it's raining, then bring an umbrella. So let's look at some of these conditionals in Code.org, lesson 3. Now we're going to start with something that is similar to a repeat loop, and I'm going to close this out here. We have repeat until goal here. So rather than saying, repeat loop 7 times, we could just say repeat until you get to the goal, and then you could run. Okay, so that's this way you don't have to keep saying, like repeat 7 times. You just say repeat until. Keep repeating this until you get to the goal. Okay, so repeat until you get to the goal. Let's look at this one here. So we have our guy over here, and we want him to repeat a code until he gets to the goal. So I'll do a few of these together. So the first thing he's got to do is he's got to turn right, and then he's going to go forward, forward. So let's take a look at that. Repeat right, turn right, forward, forward. Now what's he going to do next? He's going to turn right, and he's going to go forward, forward, right? So let's take a look at this goes so far. He goes turn right, he goes forward, forward, turn right, forward, forward. Then he's going to turn right and go forward and forward again. So what I'd like to do is I'll reset that, and we could just say repeat until goal. So rather in the past we would say, repeat loop, do this 3 times, repeat loop, do it 4 times. Now we could just say repeat until you get to the goal. Okay, so that's that one. We can run it, and then he's going to get to the treasure chest. Okay. Okay, I want to skip to number 7 because that one has a conditional in it. So let's look at number 7. And you could watch the video on your own. Now we have our repeat until goal, which we talked about earlier, and now we move forward, and now this is a conditional, right? So if the path is to the right, so here's our conditional. If the path is to the right, what are you going to do? You're going to turn right. Okay, so we're telling the computer, keep doing this until you get to the goal. Keep going forward, but if the path is to the right, then you could turn right. So the computer is going to check. First, it's going to go move forward. Then it's going to say, if the path is to the right, can it turn right? If it can't go to the right, then it goes forward. So then it's going to try it again, go forward. It's going to check, can it go to the right? If it can go to the right, then it will turn right. Okay, so let's take a look. Repeat until goal, move forward. If the path is to the right, turn right, and then you can go forward. If the path is to the right, you can turn right, and then you go forward. Very good. Okay, let's take a look at another one. Let's take a look at, I want to skip one, and I want to go to number 9. I want to go to number 9. That's a little trickier. Okay, number 9. So we don't have any blocks over here yet. We have to start from scratch. So let's take a look. We're going to move forward, and we're going to say, if you're on the blue, if you're standing on the blue, what should you do if you're standing on the blue? He's going to go forward. If he's standing on the blue, he's going to turn right. Okay? How do I know he's going to turn right? Because he's got to get to the treasure chest. So he's going to go forward. If he's standing on the blue, he's going to turn right. And then he's going to go forward. If you're standing on the blue, he's going to turn to the right. What about when he gets to the red? Well, if he's standing on the red, what should he do if he's standing on the red? He's got to turn left. Then it goes forward. If you're standing on the blue, turn to the right. Standing on the red, turn left. Standing on the blue, turn to the right. Standing on the blue, turn to the right. Go forward. If standing on the red, standing on the blue, turn to the right. Okay? So if he's standing on the red, he's going to turn left. So this is going to be the program. Move forward. If he's standing on the blue, he's going to turn to the right. If he's standing on the red, he's going to turn left. And how many times are you going to do this? You're going to keep repeating this until you get to the goal. Okay, so repeat this until you get to the goal. Let's run the program. Good, he's going towards the treasure chest. Okay, so conditionals make it much easier for us because it makes our code easy to run. We can say, if this happens, then do that. So conditionals an if-then statement. If this happens, then do that. Okay, so we have to find the squid, and we have to see what we could do. So let's move forward. And let's just see what happens. Now, this is not going to work with. Let's just see what happens if we move forward until the goal. Let's just see what happens. We're going forward, and it doesn't work, okay? So what we need to do is we need to look at the sea lantern, okay? If we're standing on the sea lantern, what should we do? Well, if we're standing on the sea lantern, we want to turn right. And then we're going to turn right again, and we'll keep turning right. So let's use that. Let's use, if standing on the sea lantern, turn to the right. And the reason why I'm saying that is we can't really go this way, so let's try that way. So we're going to repeat this program, this code until we get to the end. Repeat until goal. Move forward. If standing on the sea lantern, turn right. So this tells the computer move forward and then check. Are you standing on the sea lantern? If so, you turn to the right. If you're not, then you go back to this, move forward. And then you check. If you're standing on the sea lantern, you turn to the right. If not, you move forward again. And let's take a look. So repeat until goal. Well, we're going to keep repeating in a repeat loop until we get to the end. Okay, we move forward, and then we have our conditional if standing on the sea lantern, turn right. Okay, he's almost there. Okay, very good. I will do a few in the next section, lesson 4, conditionals with farmer. I will skip to number 5. Okay, so let's take a look at this one. We have a harvester, and she needs to pick the lettuce. And we're going to use while there is lettuce. Okay, so what are we going to do while there's lettuce? We're going to pick lettuce. Okay, so let's just try it without it, and then we'll see how it goes. So we have to move forward, and then we'll do this one time. So this won't work, but it won't do it all of them, but let's just see how it goes. So we move forward, up, it picks the lettuce, but it doesn't do it, doesn't do all of them. Now, why is this code good? Why do we use this while there is lettuce? While there is lettuce, that's good because we don't know how many lettuce are here. It could be 2, it could be 3. So it just allows us to keep running the code, keep picking lettuce while there is lettuce. So what can we do to fix this? We have 1, 2, 3. Let's do a repeat loop. Okay? And let's put that all in. So let's make this 3. Oh, sorry about that. 3. So we're going to say move forward. While there's lettuce, pick lettuce. Then a second move forward while there's lettuce, pick lettuce. And a third time move forward while there's lettuce, pick lettuce. So it doesn't matter if there's 5 or 4. While there's lettuce, we pick lettuce. Okay, very good. Okay, now let's look at the next one. I'm going to skip over to number 8 because that one's a little harder. Okay, let me skip to number 8. Okay. So the lettuce is at the end of the path now, okay? So this one's a little bit tricky. We have while there is lettuce and repeat until there is lettuce, okay? So let's do this simple one first. What should you do while there is lettuce? While there is lettuce, you're going to pick lettuce. What are you going to do until you see the lettuce? What should you do until you see the lettuce? You should move forward. So repeat until you get to the lettuce, move forward. While there is lettuce, you pick the lettuce. Let's run. Okay, Okay, very good. Let's look at the next one. Actually, I want to skip to number 10. Let's skip to number 10. 10's a little trickier, so I want to skip to that one. Okay, let's take a look at this. So we're over here, we have to pick all of the lettuce over here. Okay, so let's look at this first. We had this in the other one, repeat excuse me, until there's lettuce, and wow, there's lettuce. So what should we repeat until there's lettuce? We move forward. So until there's lettuce, just keep moving forward. Okay, what should you do while there is lettuce? What should you do while there is lettuce? You should pick lettuce. Okay, so move forward until there is lettuce. What should you do while there is lettuce? You should pick lettuce. Okay, and then what are you going to do next? You're going to turn right. So let's just take a look at that, and then we'll go back and debug. So repeat until lettuce, move forward. While there is lettuce, pick lettuce, and then we're going to turn right. So we did one of those. We have to do a second, a third, a fourth, a fifth, and a final sixth time. Okay, so we have the right idea. We just have to repeat this whole thing, and we'll make that 6 times. Okay, so we put that all in a repeat loop. Okay, and then we run our program. Okay, and while there's lettuce, we pick lettuce. Then we turn to the right. Repeat until there's lettuce, move forward. And then while there is lettuce, we can pick lettuce. Okay, I want to do number 12 with the students, and that will be our final example. You could watch the video on your own on the video on conditionals. This is a challenge puzzle. Okay, let's take a look. So, you're over here. You have to do all of these. Okay, so let's take a look. We can review while there is lettuce, repeat until there is lettuce, right? We spoke about that. We have a repeat loop. So let's start simply. What do we do while there is lettuce? What do we do while there is lettuce? We pick lettuce. Okay? We did that in the other section. While there's lettuce, pick lettuce. Repeat until there is lettuce. What do we keep doing until we see lettuce? Well, we move forward, right? Okay? Now here's a conditional if. This is called if then else. Okay? So, if the path is to the left, what should you do if the path is to the left? You should go to the left. And if you can't go to the left, what should you do? Well, we already have to move forward. So we already have to move forward. Let's try to move to the right. Okay, I hope this makes sense at this part here. Let me redo this. So we have this. Until you get to the lettuce, move forward. What are you going to do until you get to the lettuce, move forward? What are you going to do while there's lettuce? You're going to pick the lettuce. If the path is to the left, if you can go to the left, what should you do? He should turn left. If he can't go to the left, what else can he do? He could turn right. Okay? So you're giving the computer very precise instructions here. You're saying, look, if you can go to the left, turn to the left. If you can't do that, then turn to the right. Okay, so let's take a look how this goes. Okay, so we'll go like this. Okay, so it doesn't have to be perfect the first time. Let's just run it. Repeat until lettuce, move forward. While there is lettuce, pick lettuce. If the path is to the left, turn to the left. If you can't go to the left, then turn to the right. So let's do this one time and see how it goes. Okay, can't go to the left, else turn to the right. So we did it one time. Okay, so we have the right idea. Now, let's take our program and let's put it in a repeat loop. Okay, so let's see what happens if we do this. You just try different numbers. Let's try 3 times. Okay, let's see if we do this 3 times. Here's our first time path. While they repeat until there's lettuce, move forward. While there's lettuce, pick lettuce. While there's lettuce, pick lettuce. If the path is to the left, turn left. If you can't do that, turn to the right. So the code is working. We just need to do it more times. Let's try it 5 times. Let's see if we can do it 5 times. This is how you do it. You just trial and error. Okay? While there's lettuce, move forward. Repeat until there's lettuce, move forward. While there's lettuce, pick lettuce. If the path is to the left, turn to the left. If you can't go to the left, then else go to the right. Okay? So it's telling the computer if you can't go to the left, go to the right. If you can go to the left, turn left. Else, turn right. So we have the right idea. Let's try it 7 times because 5 got us most of the way there. Let's try 7. Okay, so that's if then else. It gives the computer lots of instructions. If the path's to the left, turn to the left. If you can't do that, then the other thing you could do is you give it a chance to go to the right.